Dan Miller. And do you hate snakes? Do you
Well, major dislike is more like
think
it.
they're just awful, yucky things? Well, some people actually keep them as pets, and we'll have a report today on how to take care of them.
Also, we'll have some hints on choosing a new car, and Dick DeBartolo is here, too, with some of the more creative telephones to ring his bell. It's all here today on American Magazine. Thanks for joining us on American Magazine today. Now, pulse, hold, mute, and memory. We're not talking medical terms. We're talking telephones.
Absolutely right. And here to explain all the features that are available and what is new out there on the telephone market is our consumer advisor, Dick DeBartolo. Sir, yes, sir, right here.
Hi, good to see you again.
So you brought your fan club with you here today,
Yes,
flew them in at great expense.
Yes, we are. We're going to
Telephones.
talk about telephones because there are so many features, and nowadays so many people are buying their own telephones. By the way, you know, if you check your wire to the wall and find that it has one of these little modular jacks, you can instantly use any one of the phones we're showing here today. If not, stop by an electronics house and they can sell you a converted jack that will let you use a modular phone jack. Okay, so we'll talk about features and then we'll show some phones that have the various features.
Okay.
The first thing you want to know is if your system is touch tone or pulse dial. And you can tell just by listening. Can you hear those clicks? That's pulse dialing. Now we'll shut that off.
I was worried that might be your pacemaker.
No, a little switch on the side. All these phones have this switch. We'll go back. And that's easy to tell. That's touch tone. If you're very good, you could play God Bless America while calling a major airline.
Amazing, yeah.
Now, this phone also is a speakerphone. We'll put that down again. This is so you can talk to people without lifting the receiver. And that's very good if you're calling the post office, where you know you're going to be on hold for perhaps a week. You can do other chores and listen for their reply over the speakerphone. This phone also has hold. Now, hold is true hold.
It's been the post office. They're busy.
They're busy. They're still busy. I want that mail to come through. True hold is you can put it on hold, walk around and pick up an extension and come back and the caller will still be there. This guy is with a rebate $39.95, and that's the Codaphone 8150.
And this is the crowd favorite
The
right
crowd,
here. I'll tell
everybody
you.
in the studio loves this phone because most people say it just fits in with the decor of their home.
Oh, yes.
This is the Tyco
Dick, I have a feeling that would be true for you.
Yes, it is. Now, this has a feature you really should have, auto redial. You pick this up, and let's just click this guy over one, and this will redial the last number you called, okay?
Yes, sir.
I happen to call...
9th Street Cinema.
How you doing? Yes, what
fine.
time does the movie go on?
It starts at 6:15.
Right.
Fine.
Also, the great thing about this is it's high-tech. Instead of doodling with pencil and pad, you work with these little blocks. One man built an entire skyscraper while on hold. All right.
Okay.
Now we're moving over to...
I'm going to switch places with you here.
I like
This can be desk or wall. Be sure to tell the person you're buying the phone from which, because some desk phones cannot be wall hung. This is a memory dialer with pictures. Let's push dial and a picture of Jan. And actually...
She's been disconnected.
She's been disconnected. Oh, the party did not pay their bill.
I did not pay my bill.
Okay. That's $70, and that has a 9-position memory.
And that's a wonderful phone for
This
people.
is good. The first one, you know, had 63 memories, but I don't know that many people, so I don't need that. Okay, final phone, super high-tech telephone. Dan, I'm going to switch over here.
And I'll help you
If
with
you could hold that up, we'll show people the most unusual thing, no dial. That's because, can we see that screen there? Call, friend, 1. Now, all that's, it says, Dick DeBartolo, and Dick is on the other end.
Hi, why are you calling yourself this?
It's the only way I get calls.
Oh,
Okay, now, if you can't remember what's in it, well, you hang up the phone, what's in the memory. Let me just hang that guy up for a second.
Okay.
And then all you do is say, review, memory. And then you let it go, and it'll scan through all the phone numbers in the memory. Not only that, you can put in people's addresses,
Wow,
and the
that
reason,
is high tech.
and the reasons you don't ever want to call them again.
Expensive phone.
This is almost $450, and that is from Southwestern
Well, you'll never have to
Bell.
buy an address book
No,
again.
you never will.
So,
It's
saves on
Well,
all
you can
digital.
almost buy another
Dan, why don't
friend
you
for that.
remind folks why we are doing
Yeah,
this?
absolutely. We're doing this to make you, the consumer, better aware of what's available out there, and nobody better to do that than Dick DeBartolo. We
Wait,
thank you,
I'm
sir,
getting
for
a
being-
much better offer. $500 in my own dressing room.
Hold that line then. All right,
And
thank you,
coming
Dick.
up, snakes, do they make good pets? And when you own one, if they did, no way.
All right, and we'll learn the tricks of setting a formal table, so pull up a chair, and we'll be right back.
And the
Get that
full-time
man.
man.
Hi, I'm Jan Snyder.
And I'm Dan Miller, and we've got a great show for you today. First of all, Dick DeBartolo has been shopping, and he's brought back some of the greatest gadgets ever seen.
I'm worried about what Dick
including
brought back.
a device that will start your car for you on those cold or rainy mornings.
And still on cars, we'll show you how to figure the profit a car dealer makes on that new car that you're considering and how you might be able to talk that price down. Good information. Plus another great recipe from our friends at Crisco. All this and more today on American Magazine.
Thank you very much, and thank you for joining us here on American Magazine. We recently visited the Consumer Electronics Show in Chicago, and we picked up some pretty crazy gadgets.
Some
Jane.
pretty crazy ones,
That's
huh?
right.
And here to show them to us is our own gadget guru and consumer advisor, Dick DeBartolo. Hi,
Yes,
Dick.
sir.
Good to see you.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm
We're
doing
fine.
real good. We have some really neat stuff today. The first thing is called Car Finder. Now, you know you go to the ball game or a large shopping mall and you come back out and you forget where your car is. Well, with Car Finder, you hold this up and you point it around the parking lot. You press the little button, and look what's happening here. An alarm and the headlights go on and off, and you can find your car.
You can
But you know,
also-
I'll tell you something. If you park your car in your living room and you can't find it, you're in big
We've
trouble.
not lost a car yet.
I know. Ah, there it is. There's your car. It's next to the bureau. You can also buy something called Auto Command from the same company, and that will start your car with
Great.
the same little transistor
Wow.
transmitter. This is $229, and Car Finder is $99.50.
Not bad.
Okay,
All right.
now something for the kids. A little humidifier. This little guy has built-in electronic
Oh, nice.
nursery rhyme. Now the child is falling asleep. Little night light comes on. And then over here you set the amount of humidity you want in the room.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had one of these. I woke up, it was raining in my bedroom. Too much humidity.
Good for a facial, too, huh?
Oh,
Very
okay.
nice. What
Isn't
did
that
the
neat?
ducks do, Dick? They
The
just,
ducks, they just sit there. They're supposed to swim around when it gets a little lower in the water.
Oh, great.
Okay,
All
this
right.
is
Places we
really
can.
neat. This is the world's only solar-powered mailbox. It's called the Mail Call. Anywhere within 1,000 feet, when the mailman comes, see this little device down here? I'll show you. As he opens the mailbox, a little mercury switch
Goes just like
goes
that.
just like that.
And you say, boy, it's awful quiet out there. I wonder if
There you go.
that's when he
Okay.
closes it back up.
I
huh?
know. This little guy will play
When the
Saints Go Marching In. Now, if you're not home, this light will keep blinking until you do come home and hit the reset button.
No
And
kidding.
that battery will last about 5 to 7 years because it's solar powered. And that's
I didn't know
Now,
I
see,
needed
yeah.
that, but now I
do.
definitely
I'm one of those
Do you?
people that's always
that don't want to go
checking.
out. That's
yeah.
$129.95. And people who have a difficult trip to the mailbox, this is a real labor
But
saver.
my neighbors, that would be gone.
Oh,
the second
okay.
day,
Now, finally, this is the weirdest of them all. Okay, I'm going to get over here.
Right up
All
your
right,
alley, Dick,
now,
okay.
You bring your car, like, up to here, and you can't reach that mail. Okay, you get the letter Sledder.
Holy smoke.
And you line your
Yeah.
car window up, your car up, and hopefully you have the window open when you do this.
Yeah. Boy, a darn good thing,
and
too.
please retract it before you pull away. Now, I understand that politicians in Washington ordered thousands of these because they thought it was the letter shredder.
Aha!
But it's the letter sledder, and that's $200. And if you want a solid-powered one, it's $250.
Excellent,
That's
Dick
a
DeBartolo.
neat
I'll tell you
gadget,
what,
Dick.
wonderful gadget. You're an
Well,
enlightening
good.
kind of guy.
We
Thank you
knew
very
they would
much.
be unusual when Dick picked them out.
Scared me to death on that, Dick. Good to have you here with us. All right, moving along. Do you spend most of your mealtime correcting your kids' table manners? Well, making sure you're doing it right will show you that.
Etiquette expert Donna Siegel will be along to show us excruciatingly correct mealtime manners when we turn the page on American Magazine.
Hi, I'm Dan Miller.
And I'm Jan Snyder. Today we welcome Dick DeBartolo. Oh no, he's our consumer gripes expert. He's got some things that really make him mad and he'll share them with us. And etiquette expert Donna Siegel will help us entertain those overnight guests so they'll want to come back but won't stay too long.
Very
What
important,
won't
yes.
stay
And
too
we've got a
long?
recipe for Idaho potato pie.
Oh.
All this and more today on American Magazine. We thank you for joining us today on American Magazine. Boy, you know, there are some labels on products that just don't seem to make sense, and sometimes it can really make you mad.
And our favorite madman is back to show us some. Welcome Dick DeBartolo. Hi,
How
Dick.
you doing?
Hi,
There's
Dick.
something
You-
crawling on your shoulder. Oh, it's part of the
It really
dress.
makes
Oh,
me mad.
he's so upset today.
Yes, when I get to host gripes, you'll know.
Fine. Gee, I can't wait. What are you upset about today,
All right.
Dick? Anything
well,
in particular?
Yeah, products that you buy that really aren't almost useful for the reason you bought them.
Mm-hmm.
I show you
All right.
this ladder, okay? Now, it says caution, not a step. Now, that's understandable. It's pretty
Right.
dangerous. But look, the next one down, danger, do not stand on or above this step. So we have a 4-step ladder, and you can't use the top 2 steps. You buy a 2-step ladder, you have to stand on the floor, is what I say.
Boy,
Serious
that's frustrating.
stuff, yeah.
Oh, gee, I never thought of it that
Do you do
way.
photography?
Gosh, it's
You
kind
know,
of
you
a
buy
hobby of
these
mine.
things so you can put in, you know, big reflector lights.
Yeah.
Look at this winner. Caution, to reduce the risk of fire,
Yeah.
use 60 watts or less. This is not to avoid fire. This is to reduce the risk of fire. I'm using this as a night light. It's the only safe thing to do.
You put a candle in there, huh? for the
Let me
glow?
over here, would you please? I'm getting
Excuse
to
me,
it.
he's
Yeah.
so
Elbow
upset
room
today.
here. Okay.
You heard of an offer you can't refuse?
I've heard of that.
Yes, this is an offer you can't understand. All right, English leather. I use this deodorant. 8 ounces, $3.29.
Uh-huh.
15% more product. It's 8 ounces, and it's $3.29. What is the free part? I don't get where the 15% is. Okay,
That is frustrating.
isn't that? Now,
Out of
this
your way,
is
huh?
really neat, all right? This is Flex shampoo.
Right.
And this is Flex shampoo 30 cents off. But look
Okay.
at, both are $1.99. Now, you know what I do in a case like this? This could be mismarked. I would take both to the register and say, wait a minute, this says 30 cents off and it's the same price as the other. They'll usually give you your money there.
Will they really? I
They
bet when
usually
you
will.
do,
When
they
I
will.
go
would,
there,
sure.
I'll get
As
it.
scary
All right.
looking as you look. Yeah.
Here's some. Now, this is done right. This is Edge, $1.99. Edge, 30 cents off, and it's marked $1.69. This is the part I don't understand. This is Edge that's improved, and this is Edge that's new. So is the new more improved than the improved? But I have a solution.
Yes?
Why don't products that say that are coming out new improved, why don't the original ones just say old unimproved?
Okay.
See, and then you can just look at them and say, oh, this is obviously old unimproved. This is
This
new.
is the good
Doesn't that make
stuff.
life easier? All right, move out of the way.
Sorry, Dick. Yeah, no problem.
Come on over here, Dan. He can be
Right.
pretty rough.
So touchy today.
Okay, I know you know he's doing these cooking spots, you know, so I've been known to boil water in my time. I bought a new pot. It has stuff glued all over it in the bottom. I also bought this glass.
Put your teeth in.
Yeah, I know. It's got a label on here. It's been through the dishwasher twice. Here's another little thing. It's impossible to get this stuff off. Most of the time, like, if the price tags are on it and it's expensive, I leave it on so my guests know.
Sure. You can actually
One
make up your
classic
own if
guy.
you want. Yeah.
That's right.
One
But look
classic
at
guy.
this manufacturer, Rubbermaid. They did something really neat. All the information you need, all the barcode, all the recipes, it's in a little pull-out insert.
is
So
a
there
neat
are solutions. There are solutions.
That's right.
Okay,
If people
finally,
need help, Dick, what
if
should they do?
need- they can get the Consumer's Resource Handbook. It is free. You can get it through me for $11 handling. No,
I'd
you
go
get
for
it
the
right,
free
right.
version
It's-
if I were you.
As a consumer reporter, I advise sending it for free.
That's right.
And
If
avoid that
people-
$11 charge.
If
What?
people have any complaints, they should write to us here at American Magazine and,
Yeah.
you know, send it in care of this guy
Of
who's in
old
a
sourpuss, I
local
think.
hospital
It'll get
somewhere.
here,
Yeah. Thank you, Dick, for being
welcome.
here. It's
Well,
just been
I
okay.
think
a
thank you,
pleasure.
Dick.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be back
Now-
with more grapes.
I'm sure you will, Dick. Now, if
Maybe.
you're looking for an exotic pet, you might consider a lizard. Janet Tyson will be along next to tell us what kind of pets they make.
And Donna Siegel will turn us into the perfect hosts. Get that? When we turn the page on American Magazine.
I hope it's
Stay
about
with
an
us.
hour segment.
Hi, I'm Jan Snyder.
And I'm Dan Miller, and today we'll show you how much profit your car dealer is really making off of you.
I don't know if I want to
And
know.
we'll have some tips on how to beat the system the next time you buy a car.
Dick DiBartolo is here, too, with some telephone answering machines that you won't believe. And later, a Crisco recipe for chicken quiche that even real men will eat. It's
Yeah.
all here today on American Magazine.
Thank you for joining us here today. We thank you for joining us as well on American Magazine. Well, have you turned on your TAD lately? Better yet, is your TAD an iTad? I don't understand.
I don't know. Well, we're talking about telephone answering devices, of course, and here to show us what to look for and what's new in answering machines is our consumer advisor, Dick DiBartolo.
Yeah.
I am really thrilled to be here.
Is that
I know
right?
you
I know I
are.
have a very desperate life, and so this is sort of an up.
What do you have today, sir?
Well, we're talking about, as you said, TADs, which are telephone answering devices. Okay, real simple. Now, if you already own a telephone, you know, a couple weeks ago we did new telephones, and we had this Tyco guy. If you have a phone, you can just buy an answering machine that will hook up to your existing phone. And by the way, hookup of an answering machine is very easy. This is the modular plug over here, and normally the modular plug goes into the wall, but in this case, the modular plug goes into the answering machine. The answering machine has its own modular plug, which goes into the wall, and then a transformer, which goes into an AC outlet. Also, you should put the transformer in a place where it doesn't get knocked out easily, because when it gets knocked out, it does erase some information. As I'll show you, we accidentally did it on this machine. It's a very small machine because it uses micro cassettes, one for ingoing and one for outgoing messages. And there's a little button so you can hear your own announcement. This is the announcement from my answering machine.
Hi, this is Dick DiBartolo, and you're caller number 49. That's too bad, because caller number 48 won a new car, but you won the chance to leave a message. Wait for the beep. Bye.
Sounds so happy.
Yeah,
though,
that's
Dick.
right.
You did.
And then on this machine, there is an index counter that'll tell you how many messages you got. As I said, we
like
knocked
that.
the transformer out. I know there are a couple of messages, but we reset it back to 0 by accident. This has something good. It's one-touch retrieval. On a lot of machines, you have
Yep.
to stop, play, you know, a lot of stuff. So you just push this.
This is the Acme Collection Agency, Mr. DiBartolo. Your car will be picked up tomorrow morning unless payment is received. We've been very patient with you. Enough is enough. Thank you. Have a nice day.
That sounds very familiar, Dan. I
They
knew
called
you.
me before,
Yeah, I
too.
know. I know you weren't a host.
Dan, and I just wanted to let you know that we will be
Uh-oh,
holding
turn it down.
auditions to replace Dan as host of American Magazine.
What the-
And I wanted to be sure that you will be
Just a
available
joke.
because I'd like
Just
for
a
you to
joke.
It's a joke. I'm
Oh,
sure.
sure.
It's a
joke,
joke.
Dan.
Always the last
But I
to
am
know.
available.
3 o'clock.
Okay,
3
fine.
o'clock, okay.
That's $149.95, and that is from Codafone. That's a really
I'm gonna switch
interesting device.
places.
Fine. Now, this is the iTad.
Okay.
It only means integrated telephone answering device. So if you have a night table or a small area for the phone, you might want to buy a unit that's all in one. This is the phone, the dialer, and the machine all in one. This has Vox. As long as the person talks, the machine keeps recording. I got rid of my Vox machine. A friend of mine called up and was reading the Encyclopedia Britannica. But when he got to K, I got rid of the Vox machine. But you may want to look for that, and you may want to look for Toll Saver, a very important feature. When I'm in Nashville, I call New York. If my machine answers on 2 rings, there are messages. If the phone rings 3 times, there are no messages. You hang up, and it's a toll-free
Yeah,
call.
save you.
I also been using your credit card, so it doesn't matter that much
Oh,
to me.
fine, sure, no problem.
Finally, this is
Generous
a
guy.
really neat machine, the wireless telephone answering machine.
I didn't even know they made these.
This is brand new. The machine itself still gets wired with a transformer and the phone line, but the handset can go wherever you want. It's a little micro cassette down in here. Security codes, important feature you might want to look for. No one else can retrieve your messages, and that's $199. And a very interesting feature, you can call screen remotely. Someone calls up, you can listen to who it is, and if you don't want to talk to them, you say nothing, and then the message goes directly into the machine.
Not
That's the
bad.
Cobra
That's
Wireless. Isn't that
interesting.
I
neat?
like that. What
I
good
thought-
things you bring us
I
here,
think
Dick
I
DiBartolo.
really am the bright spot in your life.
Yeah, boy, you said that again. Say,
Bright
thanks for
spot?
being
Never
here.
the bright
All
spot.
right, you know, a wise man once said, the sign of true friendship is to lay down your life for a friend. Now, if that's true, dogs and cats qualify as man's best friend.
Janet Tyson will explain when we turn our pet page on American Magazine. Right?
Sounds good to me. This is wonderful.
Hi, I'm Dan Miller.
And I'm Jan Snyder, and today we'll look at how to prepare your children for a visit to the home of one of your friends who doesn't have children, and how to make that friendship last past the visit. Is it possible?
We will
I don't
find
know.
out about that. We'll also have some pointers for outsmarting that car salesman when you buy a new car. And Dick DiBartolo is here
Oh,
too, and he's got a
no.
whole new list of things to complain about. Wouldn't you know it?
Oh,
But we'll have no complaints if you join us here today on American Magazine. We're glad you joined us today here on American Magazine. You know, America seems to love paper. Everywhere you look, there's more paper, junk mail, forms, diagrams, bank statements.
Well, to help us get through the paper thrash is our consumer advisor, Dick DiBartolo. Hi, Dick. What do you have for us today?
you?
How
are
no,
you?
he's
I'm pleased to
cranky.
be here. I'm thrilled to pieces.
In a good mood today.
Yeah.
I am angry.
Ooh.
Okay?
You're kidding.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. We're going to talk
What's
about...
bugging you, Dick?
Well, lots of things. My first is when you pick up a magazine and, like, it's sort of Christmas, the blow-in cards.
What do they call those?
They call them blow-in cards.
And they
because-
blow out as well.
They fall out. They're called blow-in fallout cards, okay? All right, gripe number 2. Are you writing these down?
Number 2.
Number
All
2.
right. You do this. You take
All
notes.
right, we have a magazine here. You have to take my word for it. We have page 122. We have no page number. We have no page numbers. 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 We have no page
Can we
numbers.
go back to that last page?
Finally, we have a page number. So when you have one of these continued to articles, it's really difficult to find.
Now that is frustrating. I agree
That
with
is
you. Yes, sir.
frustrating.
And
Yeah.
when Dan agrees with you.
Oh,
Boy,
boy.
you're
You're
in
wrong.
You've been
trouble.
agreed with.
Okay. This is sort of an answer to the blow-in card, but the wrong answer. Can we see this here? The blow-in card is glued a little bit here, but when you take out the blow-in card, look what happens to the story. You rip, you see what I mean? So this is not the right
Not the
solution.
right answer. Oh,
gosh.
boy.
And he's just getting warmed up.
Someone in
Next.
the audience brought this down. They buy this magazine, and they put these little blurbs on the cover. But when you go to remove that, you pull off part of the pictures, and we all...
We
like
wouldn't
to-
want to do that to Jackie.
Not Jackie. I'm going
No.
to frame this, put this in my wallet. All right.
And you will. I know you will.
All right, let's see. This is a leading newspaper. We will not mention the name. All right, let's see. Some page number. Can we see this here? Yeah, there we are, page 39. And then we have QX1. All right, 39 QX, and we have some QX pages and some more QX pages. And then we go into page 7. Okay, right. And then you dial through, and then we have some more QX pages. And then we go back into some more pages.
Well, why do they do that? Do you know?
Yeah, part of it is that they print different sections for different cities and different counties. But the New York Times manages to do it straight on through, so why can't other newspapers who shall remain
Nameless.
Nameless,
All
right.
right.
Okay, the overzealous computer. Now, I want you to, we have this on a picture here. Let's take a look. This is something that I got in the mail. It says that the check deposited for $311.95 was actually $311.95. So 00 has been credited to your account.
I'm lost.
I
What
am
did they?
too.
It said the deposit was listed as $311.95,
Okay.
but it was actually $311.95. So consequently, we
okay.
have done nothing to your account.
Right.
Now, you know, if you had, well, you know, thank the computer. A regular teller, that might have slipped right on by,
Sure.
you know, but
Sure.
the
Yeah.
computer just saw that,
Knew that
and
nothing had been done.
nothing had been done.
There. Boy.
Okay,
Oh, that's
now
irritating.
we're going to do one of those congratulations. Let's take a look at the postcards that you received. And you have won one of these top 5 awards for participating, okay? Now, what does participating mean in this contest? Participating means buying. Exactly. When you call up, they try and sell you. One of them is you have to buy $311 worth of vitamins to participate and to win. And of course, usually the prizes you win are far less than
the
you know.
vitamins.
Yeah, you know, it's usually a Rolls Royce, a 747, a trip to Europe, or a cereal spoon. Yeah, right. Guess which one you might win. Now, this is my favorite, instructions. Listen to these instructions. Again, we're going to put them up on camera. Okay, we ready? Point 1, read instructions. Point 2, retain instructions. Point 3, heed warnings. Point 4, follow instructions. I'm halfway through this. I don't even know what the instructions are for.
But you better keep them.
But you better, I'm putting these right in my pocket now. I don't know what they're
Next to
for,
your heart.
but I've got them here.
Yes, retain those and
I
keep those.
will-
Dick,
will retain
I don't
them.
know what we'd do without you here, buddy. You know, if you've got any gripes at home that you would like to send in here, this man's a professional whiner. Send them right to him, and he'll take care
That
of them.
little old winemaker, me, and
guarantee
that's
you.
W-H-I-N.
Thank you, sir, for being
Well,
here.
Dick,
Thank
thank
you.
We,
Thank
you.
you.
Dan and I think you're very cute, and we want to ask people if they think their dog's cute. If you think it's good enough to win dog shows, well, before you take that step, watch today's Pet Report.
Was that a smooth or what? Janet Tyson will tell you owning a show dog
Wait a minute.
may be more work than you think. I think. There.
It's always fun talking with Dick DeBartolo.
Yeah,
Kinda
wonderful
playing with
guy.
him. Well, on to pets. You know, entering your dog in dog shows can be an interesting hobby or a full-time pursuit.
Yeah, and our pet reporter Janet Tyson went to the Purina Invitational Dog Show to find out just what appeals to the people about the world of canine competition.
You know, we generally feel about our
you. Stay tuned and I'll give you some ideas.
Hi, I'm Dan Miller.
And I'm Lisa Foster. You can sue somebody, win the case, and still lose money. Legal advisor Lou Connor will try to keep that from happening to you.
And also we'll continue our week-long visit with Roy Clark, this time at the Grand Ole Opry. All this and much, much more today on American Magazine. Hi there, and welcome to American Magazine. We're glad you could spend this next hour with us here. How are you, Lisa?
I'm just fine, thanks. Glad to be here.
Gee, that was chipper. You're in a good mood today.
Of course.
I know you're a crafty kind of person, aren't you? You like to do stuff like that. You
Yeah,
like to
I don't know how
make-
crafty I am, but I do
I
like
knew
to
that
use
was
my
going to come out wrong. I knew that.
I do like to do crafts, if that's what you mean, yes.
Linda Hawley, we heard her talk about that. We're going to decorate hard-to-decorate items. And also, not much we could do about it. Dick DiBartolo is back here with us today. So we're going to be talking about fast food. This is your daughter's favorite cuisine.
It is. I mean, you know, I have to admit, with 2 children, I go to fast food a lot. And, you know, the odds are just against you. They're going to mess it up. You just as well sit back, relax, because not too much fast about fast food.
And why do we put up with that anymore? That's why Dick is here. He's such a good complainer.
Well, you know, I don't know. Every time I go, I think I need my head examined, but I keep going back. I guess it beats getting out the skillet and frying the burger myself is all I can figure.
We're going to try to solve those problems for you today. Also, this is another thing. It's right up your alley. You just wallpapered your own place,
Yes,
didn't you?
I did. Boy, this show's right for me today, isn't it?
Tailor-made for Lisa. If you
right.
have problems with wallpapering, stay with us. We'll show you how to do that. But first of all, we're going to decorate those hard-to-decorate items.
Like your washboard.
Yeah, get that out. We'll be right back.
This date might not mean anything to you, but it means my life to me. It's the day I had a heart attack, and it changed my life forever. Now I eat a diet low in cholesterol and saturated fat that can actually help lower my cholesterol and risk of heart disease. Fleischmann's margarine is part of that diet. Fleischmann's has 0 cholesterol, absolutely none, and low saturated fat. So don't wait for a heart attack to change your life.
Fleischmann's, because your heart is in your hands.
Higher. If my head really hurts, I don't care what anyone says about pain relievers. The only thing that really counts is, will it work for me? Advil does. Just 1 Advil is as effective as 2 regular aspirin, so 1's usually enough. But when my head's really pounding, 2 Advil make quick work of the pain. Advil, it's what works for me. Before there was only aspirin or Tylenol, but today there's Advil. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
A cheese riddle. Excuse me, Giorgio. What do you get when you add mozzarella to an ordinary tomato? Something to sing about. That's right. Cheese makes it taste better. So don't forget the cheese.
I'd just about given up. My son invariably wears a white sweatshirt while shooting baskets in the mud and rain. I thought that shirt would never be really white. Then I tried Tide with bleach.
For your tough whitening problems, you need the one with the power of liquid bleach to whiten better than other detergents. Even a sock this dirty gets only this white with other detergents, but gets gleaming white with Tide with bleach.
Unbelievable. Sincerely, Virginia Raitano.
When it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
So you want cake? No, you need cake. Now. Boom. Microwave from Betty Crocker. That's micro as in 4 minutes, rave as in rave reviews. Instant, total gratification. Yeah.
All right, we're ready to get started here. Everybody has things around their house. What's one man's treasure is another man's junk. You think, how can I decorate that stuff? Well, this is right up Lisa's alley.
Right.
She's ready for this. We've got an expert, right?
Yes, we do, and I can't wait to bring her on. Her name is Linda Hawley. Welcome her.
Hello, Linda.
Hello.
Hey, Linda. Good to see you. Glad to have you with us.
Come right on in
Thank
here,
you.
Linda. This is one of those things that I have absolutely no aptitude for. I mean, I see it and I appreciate it and I think, ain't that sweet, but I can't do it.
You say that, but everybody can do this.
Is that right?
Yes,
Well, maybe you'll make
I'm
a
not
believer out of
kidding.
me.
Okay.
Where we got
Basic washboard. here.
This was my grandmother's washboard, and all we've done is taken some paper twist here, and anybody can untwist that.
This is called paper twist.
Paper twist,
It's beautiful.
Put a few dried flowers on it, and you hang it in the laundry room.
Now, see, I'm in trouble already, Lynn, because I thought this was a corn husk.
Oh,
right
well,
here.
it does resemble the old corn husk now, but they were all just one color.
And this was honestly your grandmother's?
That was,
That's great. A treasure.
Oh, nice.
How do you
It is.
attach this exactly?
We use the hot glue gun and sometimes a little wire, so it's very
We've got
easy
one
to
here
put
that we're
together.
going to try to make,
Oh,
right?
gosh.
Okay, yes, we
Brave
are.
souls that we are here. You're going to be the leader on this
I'll
thing.
try, okay.
This is a wonderful little glue gun. I have one of these things, but it's like humongous. This is a real reasonable size.
It is. These mini glue guns just came out recently, and they're for those little tiny areas, or you know how we tend to glob a little too much glue on sometimes,
Yeah, and
right?
burn our finger off. Yeah, I've done that.
Exactly. Well, all we're going to do, we put a little bouquet together here of just baby's breath and some dried flowers.
I knew that.
Did you
I
know
knew
that?
that. I knew that was
Hey,
baby's
what a
breath.
guy. He's been around.
And we'll put a little glue right here in the corner.
You put an ample amount, though. I mean, you
Yeah.
put a good bit and then just squish it down on
Yeah, and that's the part, remember, that's when you squish it through there.
It is
that
hot.
is
Believe
hot.
me, Dan.
I'm going to kind of hold this like this, Linda, while
Okay.
you're doing that so everybody can get a good look at what you're
right.
doing.
Now, this stuff, does it come in a roll? I've seen these bows, but I mean, how do you go by it if you're going to make
It
something?
comes in 6-yard lengths to 50-yard lengths, and it's very, very inexpensive, and it's just been really hot on the market this year.
I love the way it looks.
Does
I've
it
been
come
wanting
all crumpled up like that?
It comes rolled very, very tight, like this, Dan, and then you have to unroll it.
Like the rope? Oh.
Oh,
And
all
that's
right.
that's the only difficult part of it, is unrolling it.
Now, where did you get this washboard? This isn't an old one, or is it an old
This
one?
belongs to one of the people, I think, on your set.
that
This is
right?
an old one.
It's great. Where do you, I mean, can you, I guess, just go to antique places? Are things like this expensive? What would you
Ooh,
have to pay for a washboard?
I would not know about this one, but I would gather around maybe $10. Antiques here are so plentiful that it's
great.
just very, very easy
Yeah,
to
these
find
aren't
any
real
of these.
expensive either.
And I know if you cleaned out your garage, you'd probably find a few of these, right?
No doubt.
Very
There.
nicely done. Let me just hold
It looks
this
so
up here.
easy when she does it.
Now, the thing is, once you get this done, you just kind of set it up someplace,
That's
huh?
true. I think one of the nicest things, well, everybody's decorating country, and you can put it in the kitchen or in the laundry room.
Be cute in the laundry room. That's great.
Now, we've got one of my dog collars there.
If you have a dog this big, Dan, I will never come visit you, that's for sure.
This is an old horse collar, and I don't know if anyone's ever saw these around the farm, but
I have seen these.
Have
As a
you?
matter of fact, I grew up, you know, around horses, and we had one of these hanging in the barn.
well, sometimes they put mirrors in these. We put
Yeah.
a little bit of the paper twist again on it, and all we're going to
You
do
just
again-
wired this one
We
on.
wired
Yeah.
that one on. In fact, I'm going to put a little glue here, and we're just going to, don't let me burn you
Okay.
there. We're just going to wire this
Now, where do you
right
get
on.
these? These look like something out in the field. Did you go to a craft store? Or did you just go?
These little bunch of flowers? Yeah, a craft store has these, or
Could you just go out and find a field and pick some?
you could, but you'd have to dry them and preserve them. You have to spray them with a special spray.
Okay.
And we'll just add one more bow to the top of that.
Boy, they smell good. I don't know what
Don't
that
they?
is.
I thought that was a glue.
I think that this
enjoying
would be
it.
like a potpourri smell.
It is. And when you,
Dan,
Where'd you say you got that
you want
glue
to smell the
gun?
glue? I'm just kidding.
and all you need to do is
Okay.
just fluff these up a little bit.
I love
Yeah, arrange that, Lisa.
That is
That's
gorgeous. You just have these
Very
urges
nice.
to fluff the bow.
Sure.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Well, Lisa, why don't you set this off
That's-
beside you?
okay.
And I'm not sure exactly what this
I
is
got it.
over
That's
here,
heavy.
Linda, but that's heavy.
Well, that is heavy, and we're going to all work on this one together. This is called a single tree. I know that animals use them, but I'm not sure to what capacity.
Did they enjoy themselves?
I'm not
That's
sure
heavy.
about that either.
I don't know.
Okay, now what are we going to do with this? We're going
All
to
right,
decorate.
we've just kind of put all these little things together, but we will attach them And
This is part of a wagon, Dan. You know, like where you had the
That's
horses in the
it,
front,
Lisa.
the wagon that kept the horses from. I know these
I
things.
knew it was
Have you never
something.
watched Wagon Train?
Well, I had an urge to say yeah. I didn't know why.
That was
That's
it.
probably just being close to
Okay.
this.
all right, we've got some baby's breath already on here. These little pods and things. Why don't
And you
I
can
just
buy all these at the craft store?
even local just Kmart's and Walmart's and those kind of
Neat.
things have those too.
Okay.
Let's just put a little glue there.
And you just kind of just squirt it right there?
And Dan, why don't you just stick one of those things in there?
Boy.
Just anywhere you feel like.
And then
There
for
you
this,
go.
you're leaving this twisty thing all twisted. You're not undoing it.
No, kind of
That adds a
just a
different
little
texture
variety.
to it. I like that.
That's it, Lisa. And why don't we'll just
we
put a
gonna do
little
with
glue
it?
there and stick that in right into that glue.
Just stick
Yeah,
it.
yeah, just.
Oh, gosh, don't let me burn my
No, don't.
finger.
I'm
Let me hold on to
immediately
you.
back in third grade art class, waiting for
See,
the
I
art
love
teacher to
stuff
hit
like
me.
this. You know, I would love to have time to just do all this I wanted.
And why don't we? Can you reach under there,
Yeah.
Lisa, and pull that through?
Pull it through? Oh, I think I goofed here.
That's all right.
It's all right.
You know, put a little glue and bring it around the corner.
Bring it all around here?
Bring it on around there. We'll put this up here.
All right.
Okay.
Boy, that stuff sticks, I'll tell you.
Now the cows don't
We got these
get
little-
embarrassed
we have
using
these-
this after you
You have
decorate.
these little strings.
I'm not sure whether the cows would even want to wear this after we got done with
This
it.
is just for hanging up there. All right.
But this would be so cute, like hanging in your kitchen or something. I like
See,
it.
Lisa, you've got all these wonderful ideas.
There you
I
go.
know.
And Dan, that's heavy, so be careful.
Well, we were going to do some
Eucalyptus?
decorating ourselves, Linda, but we're going to have to do
I
that
guess so.
another time. Another time. Thank you for making it look nice and easy. We want to remind folks that you have videotapes out. A series of how many, Linda?
We have 14 right now,
Wow.
videotapes covering country, painted shirts, anything.
Do you show
want.
how to do things like this on
Yes.
step by step?
Step by step.
That's
So
wonderful.
we give you a brief picture today, but on our videos we do go step by
Wonderful.
step.
Thank you, Linda. And we'll have information on how to get those videos in our American Magazine newsletter. Need you to stay with us. Coming up, Dick DiBartolo, the fast food slow lane. Stay with us.
All kinds of chicks want beautifully clean hair. Imagine this chick was conditioned with Silkians. This wasn't. After hours of play, this chick would stay far cleaner. Silkians cleaner, longer conditioners for beautiful hair.
So you want cake? No, you need cake. Now. Boom. Microwave. From Betty Crocker. That's micro as in 4 minutes, rave as in rave reviews. Instant, total gratification. Yeah.
Dateline, Finland, March 1980. The most important breakthrough in weight control history has been made. Scientists testing a naturally occurring compound's ability to lower cholesterol found an unexpected benefit. Every person who consumed this formula experienced a significant weight loss. Now, this formula is available without prescription in the United States. Calban 3000 lets you eat anything you want and still lose weight.
I tried everything, but Calban's the only thing that worked for me. I lost 50 pounds.
I've tried 20 years to break 300 pounds. Now I've lost 78 pounds and 12 inches from my waist.
Calban 3000 bonds with food, preventing absorption of much of your caloric intake. Your body burns excess fat and cellulite for energy. You lose pounds and inches. Calban 3000 has no dangerous stimulants or chemicals, no harmful side effects, and it's absolutely guaranteed to work or your money back.
I thought I'd never be slim again, but I lost 85 pounds and regained my youthful figure.
I lost 62 pounds in 3 months. With Calban, I feel and look like a new man.
If after 3 weeks you don't see a significant weight loss with no loss of energy, simply return the empty container for a full refund. With Calban 3000, you can melt off those pounds and inches. Why wait one more day? You have nothing to lose but ugly fat, flab, and cellulite.
Call 1-800-537-8100. 3-week supply just $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling. Or order a 6-week supply for $38.95 and get this 48-inch strand of Chinese faux pearls absolutely free. Call now, 1-800-537-8100. That's 1-800-537-8100.
Doing pretty good for a 6-year-old.
Who's 6? The Nashville Network.
You're on their very first show, remember? Oh, yeah, I remember. I was 6. My first kiss. Jimmy, she could be watching right now.
Pass the word.
Go ahead. Marie, wherever you are, I miss you. And we're waiting. And keep watching TNN. Good. And Marie, tell your sister Ann, I miss her too.
It's time for our home repair segment here on American Magazine, and today's home repair tips are brought to you by DuPont Certified Stain Master Carpets. And we're talking about one of those things today that everybody thinks, I'd like to try that. They put up one piece of wallpaper and they say, I'll never try this again.
I have
you
just
actually
done
toughed
this.
it out, didn't you?
Yes. Well, I figured, it can't be that difficult, so I just, dug right in. I like to do things with my hands anyway. Well, it is a lot more difficult than it seems. You can get it up there, but making it fit is the ticket. That you need to make it fit. I would get it measured, I thought, just right, and then right at the top be like this much shy of meeting where the wall was. So you discover borders then. That's what happens.
Did you have to also match up patterns?
Yeah.
Because that's part
and they
of
have things like drop pattern and, the flush. I mean, and whether you'd overlap it or not. All these questions come to your mind as you're doing it. Unfortunately, you're standing there with this drippy piece of paper, and it's too late.
See, you needed this series,
I
Lisa, that
did.
we're going to do. Walt Adams is starting a 3-part series on how to wallpaper your basic room. And today he's going to talk about choosing just the right paper.
Hanging wallpaper these days is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, measure the room and select your paper. 2, assemble the tools and prepare the wall. And 3, hang the paper.
It's important to make accurate measurements of the room that you're going to paper. Always use a wooden or metal ruler. Don't use cloth. It stretches and spoils your accuracy. Measure the length of each wall and the wall height from ceiling to floor. Round off the measurements to the next highest half-foot or foot. Mark your numbers on a drawing of the room which shows walls, windows, and doors. Next, measure the height and width of each window and door in the room and note these measurements on your drawing. The total wall length multiplied by wall height gives you the total square feet of wall surface in the room. Now, multiply the door and window measurements and subtract the square footage of window and door surface from the total room wall surface. The result is the area of wall surface to be wallpapered. Take your figures to your favorite wallpaper store. They'll help you determine how much paper you need, and will also help you select the pattern, style, and kind of wallpaper that you want for your room. Don't be afraid of the rolls and rolls of paper and the stacks and stacks of sample books on display. There are generally only 4 kinds of paper in general use today. Unless you have a special case, you'll use a vinyl paper, a foil paper, a grass cloth, or a fabric paper. Most vinyls and foils are pre-pasted papers. You just add water. With grass cloth and fabric-covered papers, most likely you'll have to mix your own paste and brush it on the paper.
Wallpapers come in a variety of thicknesses. The heaviest, thickest papers are the best for covering wall imperfections.
Vinyl papers are the most used these days. The patterned paper is covered with a continuous flexible film of protective vinyl. The vinyl makes the paper hard to damage both during the hanging process and while on the wall. And it also makes the paper dirt resistant and easy to clean. Most vinyl papers help hide minor wall imperfections. However, wet look shiny vinyl and most foil papers tend to show every wall blemish and require a perfectly prepared wall for a base. Grass cloth and cloth papers are more easily damaged and hard to clean, but they are very decorative and hide wall imperfections quite nicely.
If the wall covering you select is pre-pasted, make sure that you follow the manufacturer's instructions that come in the paper rolls. Instructions that will tell you how to prepare the wall and how to hang the paper. It's very important. And if you have paper that needs pasting, make sure you follow those manufacturer's instructions on which paste to buy and the directions on wall preparation and hanging method. Only by following those instructions can you guarantee the perfect wallpapering job.
Guaranteed. Did you hear that?
I know. I'm going to listen. I'll tell you that next time.
He's here to help you. Well, have you been to a fast food restaurant lately? Seems like 1 out of 5 Americans eat there every day at a fast food restaurant. Well, how was your experience?
Well, I agree with the 3 out of 5 of the disgruntled customers. They always leave something out. Remember when they used to just give you ketchup and salt? You didn't have to ask for it?
Ask for them,
yeah,
yes, yes.
That's a drag. I don't like that.
We have someone here today to help you with those fast food problems. Normally, he's a pretty nice guy, but he's not happy
He's
today.
not a happy
Welcome,
camper.
Dick DiBartolo. He's
Oh, God.
The food is here. I was at that new place down the block, the Hostel Burger. Have you been there? Yeah.
I've been here, too, with the bottom out of the bag.
Just made it.
Well, Dick, this all started We wanted something to eat today when Dick was going to be here. We said, yo, Dick, how about going and getting us a little bit of food? We sent a camera crew with you, and, oh, geez, we'll get that fixed. Let's take a look at what happened here.
2 burgers, an order of fries. Can you hear me? Ma'am, can you hear me? I'm talking into the trash basket. Now, let me ask you something. Why is there a trash basket as you enter the place? I guess that's like if you bought trash from other fast food places. We'll order now. I think did she say spaghetti? Yes, that sounds like what I think I said. Did she say something terrible to me? I don't know. I'm going to just pull up. Oh, you know what he said? He said to pull over to the special waiting area because it's a special order. Yeah, I asked for 2 straws, so it's now a special order. This is another one of my gripes. Park here for drive-through orders. If it's a drive-through order, why am I parking? Well, any day now I'll have my fast food. You know, I ordered a hamburger, so they're probably baking a ham.
Just been one of those days, huh, Dick?
Right. This is their special. This is burger and bath. Right. You know, this is one of my gripes. Two of my gripes. This is the 89-cent drink. Okay, 12 ounces. And this is the 69-cent drink. Now, if this is 89, this should be about 39, okay? Now, I want to show you something. Notice how much ice the one girl put in that, and then the little one, none. And I want to just show you something, because we were doing this earlier with another order. This is the 89-cent drink. Okay, and this is the 69-cent drink. They're about the same. There's almost a little more. Oh, and another thing that this person is very clever. So the drink didn't fall over in the bag. They put it in the French fries. I think we have a little more there, right in the there. That sort of evens it out, doesn't it?
Now, Dick, what a lot of people do with that now, Lisa, they say no ice.
Yes,
you can do that.
You know, one of the chains used to be have it your way. When you go in, you should ask specifically what you want. No ice, a little bit of ice.
They want to know what you want. They're not going to give it to you. They just want to know what it is.
Right. It gives them something to entertain themselves with.
Let's
unpack our stuff. Why don't you see what surprise? This is called Bag-O Surprise. It's kind of what was on the counter.
What is this burger that I got?
Let's see. I think you ordered the you ordered Diet Burger. Okay, that's Diet Burger. Munchkin Burger. That's a good trade name.
Yeah,
we'll do 1 and 1. Let me see what I ordered. Oh, I ordered Bacon Burger.
Birkin Burger.
Right. And you know, all the fast food places have these games. Well, at the Hostel Burger, the game is Find the Bacon. Okay,
well, the picture always has it hanging off the side.
Right. Well,
but when you get it,
it's not hanging off here, and it's not there. Ah! You know what? If you find the bacon while you're there, you get a free soda. They've only given away 2 free sodas in 2 years of operation.
What is this?
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, the fish. Let's show that.
Have you ever seen a fish shaped like this? I just ask you.
You know, they have to go far and wide to get those square fish, and this is center square fish cut. That's really neat. Now let's get one of my guys here. And what is this guy? Oh, this is Quarter Pounder. But, you know, in the commercials, always watch the little asterisk. It says before cooking.
Yeah.
You know, they start out with a patty about this big. This place, to get it down this small, they use a flamethrower. They just whip that out. Okay, let's see what else.
Now, the stuff like on the Bacon Burger, Dick, when you go through there, can you just ask for double bacon? I mean,
yes, you can. A lot of places will charge extra. Also, you know what you should know? A lot of people want to know the calorie and the cholesterol in their burgers. For a while, consumer groups tried to push through a rule that it would be printed on the box. A lot of fast food places said they wouldn't do that, but they would provide customers who asked for a separate sheet which would tell the calorie of the...
And then just put it in your bag? And
well, they'll put it in your bag, put soda on it. Right. That's right.
What have I got here, Dick?
Let's see. I don't know exactly what that... Oh, they always do that. That's called box-o lettuce. They love to decorate it. And
garnish looks great.
At Hostelberger, it's plastic, so it's reusable. Let's see what I got here.
So funny because it's
at home you would never put this on.
Oh, no, I know. There.
I would.
Well, maybe to wear out somewhere.
This is Hostelberger's special of the month, chicken things. It's a beak, a claw, and 3 knuckles.
Gross!
You know what?
Parts is parts,
But
you
you get a choice of 3 sauces.
Cover up your taste and you don't care.
Right. But you know what really annoys me about fast food places is you go in and you go, how much for just a hamburger? They go, $8. And just fries, $13. But if you want the snack pack, it's 2 burgers, 2 fries, 3 sodas, a box of cookies, 9 games. How much is that? It's 89 cents. I've gained 14 pounds trying to save money at the fast food places. Yes. So instead of forcing you to buy the food, why don't they just lower the prices of the individual entrees?
Now, I want to talk about something, Dick, that we showed in the videotape when you went through today, and you have to drive over and wait. I have got, so now, when I pull up to the little squawk box, I ask if they're ready. Do you have any of these ready? I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
Because I've gotten there before and they say you have to wait, and I say, give me my money back.
I usually have irate children that are going, I wait
and
now.
also, if they say you have to wait, ask how long. For example, if the fries aren't ready, or you're there early in the day and the oil is not up to temp. I pulled over to the side ones. I was there for about an hour and a half while they were heating the oil. First they took the oil from my car, then they heated it, then they made the fries. Right. That's Hostelberger. I don't think we should plug them that much. But
what can we do about this? I mean, is there any solution?
Consumer beware.
Yes, consumer beware. You can complain to the manager. A good manager will replace something that you really don't like.
Thank
and
you,
also
Dick.
be sure to ask for your calorie content and cholesterol content of the various items. Some fast food chains will do it.
Thank you, Dick, very much for being here. Remember, you have to ask specifically for what you want. When we come back here on American Magazine, Lou Connor, how to get your money's worth when you sue someone. Stay with us.
A tour with the people who really know Nashville. Grand Ole Opry sightseeing tours. We get to see music starring Hurdy Miss Brenda Lee. Oh, bumpity, 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 I think she likes me. And we get 3 days at the Great Opryland Show Park. Oh, and it includes a live taping of Nashville Now, which is where we're going if I can just get Ralphie off of this ride. Ralph, it's time to go. Ralph, that's for kids only. Get off that ride. Ralph.
The Opryland USA Passport is just $54.70 plus tax. So call 615-889-6611 for yours today.
Ralphie, they're waiting for us. They can't start without you.
USO Celebrity Tour starring Loretta Lynn, Saturday on TNN.
From Capitol Records, On Stage presents Suzy Vargas.
I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to rope and ride. I wanna ride o'er the plains and the deserts out west of the Great Divide. I wanna hear the coyotes howling while the sun sets in the west. I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. The light
You're watching Susie Boggess as we spotlight songs from her album Somewhere Between. She'll be back on stage after these announcements.
16 candles, though we gotta say goodbye.
Hi. Maybe no one ever forgets prom night because of all the great memories. Well, Sessions brings back all those great memories with a new 4-record album called Senior Prom. Just listen.
Roses are red, my love. Dream, 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 dream. Oh, Donna. No, 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 him. They ask me how I knew when I fall in love.
Senior Prom has 50 of the dreamiest hits ever.
Come with me, my love. Hey, hey, brother. Many a tear has to fall.
Senior Prom also has classic hits by Brooke Benton, Connie Francis, Sam Cooke, Mark Dinning, the 4 Freshmen, and Paul Anka.
Put your head on my shoulder. So darling, darling, stand by me. You lost that love feeling one summer night.
But too late. This incredible 4-record and 3-cassette treasury is yours for only $19.95. 2 compact discs, only $24.95. Here's how to order.
Credit card and COD customers call toll-free 1-800-328-3900 or save COD fees by sending $19.95 for 4 records or 3 cassettes or $24.95 for 2 compact discs, plus $3 shipping and handling to Senior Prom, P.O. Box 3000-TNN, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Welcome to On Stage. I'm Susie Boggess, and we're here to feature some of my songs off my new album, Somewhere Between, on Capitol Records. So for your listening enjoyment, we're going to do one of those right now. It's called Cross My Broken Heart.
Still here, the sweet taste of love can last forever. Sometimes it makes me cry, but I still find a smile for every tear. Maybe I am blue, maybe I'm crazy too. I'll always love you, cross my broken heart. When I hear your name in conversation, I melt into a dream I can't forget. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. It hurts me now and then, but I'd do it all again with no regrets. Maybe I am blue, maybe I'm crazy too, but I'll always love you, cross my broken heart. I could say love wasn't worth all the tears that it took, but I wouldn't lie to you now. You know I never could. too. But I'll always love you. Cross my broken heart.
Oh, thank you so much. For our next song, we're going to do the title cut off the album. It's called Somewhere Between, and it was written by Merle Haggard.
Somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a window that I can't see through. There's a wall so high that it reaches the sky. Somewhere between me and you, I love you so much I can't let you go. And sometimes I believe you love me, but somewhere between your heart and mine is a door without any key. Somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a window that I can't see through. There's a wall so high that it reaches the sky. Somewhere between me and you. Somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a love I can't understand. Oh, it's there for a while, then it fades like a smile, and I'm left in the middle again. Somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a window that I can't see through. There's a wall so high that it reaches the sky. Somewhere between me and you. Somewhere between me and you.
It's On Stage you're watching, and we'll be back after this break.
Why did I join the NRA? To me, owning a gun is a tremendous responsibility. If the person wants to own a gun and handle it responsibly, there's a national organization of people who are dedicated to promoting shooting sports, gun safety.
Join the NRA. Call this number now. For just $25, you'll receive all of the NRA's great benefits, including 12 exciting issues of the American Hunter or American Rifleman magazine, $600 gun theft, and $10,000 accidental death and dismemberment insurance, your official membership card and window decal, plus NRA's gold-braided insignia shooter's cap. Call now and receive NRA's Sportsman's Premium Pack, loaded with valuable discounts from the world's leading manufacturers of hunting, shooting, and sporting equipment. Call this toll-free number now.
If you have a particular interest, call the NRA, join the NRA, and then find out what they can do for you.
Why did I join the NRA? Women have to know how to handle a firearm safely, and so I opted to take the self-defense course. I think it's very important for a woman to join the NRA, especially if she's a single parent or even just a single career person.
Join the NRA. Call this number now. For just $25, you'll receive all of the NRA's great benefits, including 12 exciting issues of the American Hunter or American Rifleman magazine, $600 gun theft, and $10,000 accidental death and dismemberment insurance, your official membership card and window decal, plus NRA's gold-braided insignia shooter's cap. Call now and receive NRA's Sportsman's Premium Pack, loaded with valuable discounts from the world's leading manufacturers of hunting, shooting, and sporting equipment. Call this toll-free number now.
The NRA has the same beliefs that I do. They have the same interests that I do, and that's why I belong to the NRA.
The Oak Ridge Boys pass the word.
Good things happen when you watch TNN.
Like good music and good talk on Nashville Now.
Lots of good fishing tips on Bassmasters.
Lots of good news on Crook and Chase.
Lots of good information on American Magazine.
But there's just not a lot of room here to tell you more.
Oh, but just one more thing.
It's on TNN. Pass the word.
We're back with all these lovely people here, our studio audience. I want to thank y'all for coming out tonight. We're going to do an old Hank Williams tune for you here called My Sweet Love Ain't Around. Listen to that rain a-falling. Can't you hear that lonesome sound? Oh, my poor old heart is aching since my sweet love ain't around. Lord, I think I'll start to ramble. Gotta leave this weary town. This old place is way too lonely since my sweet love ain't around. On that train tonight I'm leaving. I don't know just where I'm bound. I can't stay here any longer since my sweet love ain't around. Listen to that rain a-falling. Can't you hear that lonesome sound? Oh, my poor old heart is aching since my sweet love ain't around. Since my sweet love ain't around. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to do a Rodney Crowell and Susanna Clark song for you here. It's called I'm As Guilty As They Come.
I know it happens every time that I go honky-tonkin' down. I find me sharing some corner that I can't talk my way around. I know I've done it all before. I probably do it once again. The first time I feel downhearted, I need some old good time and friends. I'm trying to tell it like it is. There's nothing wrong in what I've done. If it's a sin to feel lonesome, then I'm as guilty as they come. One dance and one drink, babe. That's all that I have had. Well, I'm feeling good, baby, 'cause I ain't been bad. I'm trying to tell it like it is. There's nothing wrong in what I've done. If it's a sin to feel lonesome, then I'm as guilty as they come. I'm trying to tell it like it is. There's nothing wrong in what I've done. If it's a sin to feel lonesome, then I'm as guilty as they come. If it's a sin to feel lonesome, then I'm as guilty as they come.
Susie Boggess will return when we come back on stage.
Energy. It comes from a balanced diet that contains B vitamins. B vitamins help turn food into energy. To be sure you're getting enough, take Theragran M. It's packed with 50% more of each B vitamin than other leading brands. Theragran M high-potency multivitamins with minerals from Squibb helps unleash your energy.
Denture wearers, if you smoke, here's great news. New Smoker's Polident now cleans better than ever. Its super strength cleans tough tobacco stains. The minty mouthwash ingredient freshens up dentures. New Smoker's Polident.
A better mouth-freshening clean.
There's only one little mint that's sugar-free. Certs Mini Mints. Sugar-free Certs Mini Mints. Why, some people are more attractive than others.
Hi, I'm Janet Tyson.
And I'm Dan Miller, and we'll have a special report on the wacky trends trickling east from L.A.
All this week on American Magazine, right here on TNN.
Hello again. We're back for one more round of On Stage here, and we're listening to some songs from my new Capitol album, Somewhere Between. This is one of my songs for you called I'm at Home on the Range. 7 nights in Jackson at the $1 Million Bar.
They think I'm the greatest thing that ever hit this town. I'm at home on the range. I'm a queen on the plains. Way out where the west is wild. From Billings down to Laramie, the cowboys take good care of me. The loggers and the roughnecks blowing off a little steam, playing poker with their paychecks. They get loud but never mean. Down inside, they're gentlemen. They make me feel like I fit in. They're all glad to see me every time I come to town. I'm at home on the range. I'm a queen on the plains. Way out where the west is wild. From Billings down to Laramie, the cowboys take good care of me. I'm at home on the range. I'm a queen on the plains. Way out where the west is wild. From Billings down to Laramie, the cowboys take good home on the range. I'm a queen on the plains. Way out where the west is wild. From Billings down to Laramie, the cowboys take good care of me.
I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope we'll see you out there along the way. We're going to leave you here with a song called Handyman's Dream.
My life could use some fixing up. Lately, these old empty nights are looking pretty rough. This heart is falling apart at the seams. I am a handyman's dream. Well, can't you see it wouldn't take much to replace these worn-out memories with a brand new love? I need a man who's not afraid to roll up his sleeves. I am a handyman's dream. If you take my heart as is, well, you can move right in. It would be so nice to have someone here again. Use your imagination and surely you will see. I am a handyman's dream. I'm a little run down from lack of attention, but my possibilities are too numerous to mention. Use your imagination and surely you will see. I am a handyman's dream. Oh, I need a man who's not afraid to roll up his sleeves. If you could only picture what the end result will be, then I'll be your handyman's dream.
Whoever invented TNN should be given the Country Music Medal of Honor.
And a great big hug and a kiss. Thanks, TNN.
I saw Dwight Yoakam on Nashville Now. Nice jacket. I hope he returns it to me.
My wish would be to get TNN installed in our bus.
You know, I told the folks at TNN I'd start watching Sunday sports when they film me in my favorite game, checkers.
Dwight, please return the jacket.
Hi, Mom. Pass the word about TNN.
When sports cream, when arms are sore, when legs ache, when muscles hurt. Why Sports Cream? Massaging Sports Cream in brings fast pain relief. No medicine-y smell, no odor. Why Sports Cream? Because it works.
That was me, Tommy Lasorda, the way I used to look until I tried Ultra Slim Fast and I lost 30 pounds. With Ultra Slim Fast, I can eat and still lose weight.
Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight.
It's here where a man really meets his match. From the tug of the line to the feel of the steel. It's here where heroes hold on to a dream. From roaring wheels to a country stream. It's all here on TNN Sports. Come on, pass the word. Pass the word. It's where Americans meet their match. TNN Sports, pass the word.
Gene Watson and Mike Snyder on Nashville Now, tonight on TNN.
I'm Dick DiBartolo. I don't read books anymore. I read the labels, and today I have some lousy label awards.
Hi, I'm Linda Hawley, and I'm going to show you how to bring character to any basket. Stay around, it'll be fun.
Hi, I'm Dan Miller.
And I'm Janet Tyson. Is it open season on burning the flag or on the First Amendment? Legal advisor Lou Connor tackles that emotional issue today.
Also, if you're having trouble keeping up with those everyday chores around the house, our latest trend from California just might interest you. All this and much more today on American Magazine. Practicing, roll them up and throw them
gesturing.
in the
We're practicing
oven
gesturing here. Okay.
We've got a real potpourri of things coming up for you today on American Magazine, from the very serious to, well, Dick DiBartolo is here. Enough said.
That's the other
We're
extreme, isn't it?
running the gambit here today, yeah.
We're going to tell you how to fix up your house and make it pretty and more livable.
Are you good at crafts? Are you one of those people?
I am not a very crafty person at all. In fact, the only thing I have ever made with my hands, I crocheted a crib spread for my daughter. And it took me the entire 9 months that I was pregnant, and that was it. That's all I've ever done. It turned out wonderfully, and it was really fun, but I just never sit down to do that kind of thing, and I wish I did. I wish I'd made myself take time to do that.
I'll tell you how good I am at my last project. I think I was in 4th grade, so it's been just a couple of years ago. I made a pumpkin, but I made it black.
Well, that
for
you
some
were
reason.
Expressing your innate creativity. That's right. Well, we have a lot to learn. I'll bet you we can learn a lot from this show today.
Yes, and Dick DiBartolo's here reading labels. I don't know why. Some people read lots of things. He likes to read labels, something you should probably be doing more of. But first of all, we're going to help you with some helpful crafts when we get started. Stay with us.
Remember the smell of fresh-cut lilacs? Of fresh linens dried in the summer sun? Or fresh-baked cinnamon rolls? Well, now your home can smell this good thanks to Touch of Scent, the unique air freshener that gives you just the right amount of fragrance just when you need it. Touch of Scent dispensers are available in a variety of beautiful colors and designs. Look for Touch of Scent in this special value pack.
Serve WD brand U.S. Choice beef. Expect company. For the holiday, ride on in for some of the best beef anywhere. From the beef people, Winn-Dixie.
To savor the flavor of melting cheese, mixed with ham, diced nice as you please, your casserole deserves cremette. to taste each tender clam from the sea, richly spiced and woo, garlicky. Your clam sauce deserves cremette. Cremette pasta is made to hold on to every bit of the flavor you put into your recipe. So whether the recipe is cool or hot, when you've given it the best you've got, doesn't your recipe deserve cremette?
Grapes for nibbling with someone you love, for lazy Sunday mornings, for eating one by one by one. Grapes.
So you want cake? No, you need cake now. Boom. Microwave from Betty Crocker. That's micro as in 4 minutes, rave as in rave reviews. Instant, total gratification. Yeah.
Now, this is a segment, this is a real basket case we have here, right?
Oh.
We're going to take...
Well, we're off to a good start.
Off to a good start. Now, many of us have baskets to decorate our kitchens and setting in various places around the house, but they're just kind of plain old baskets. Well, we're going to learn today how to make them come alive and add some really interesting touches to them.
We have a perfect person to do that for you here. She's a pro when it comes to decorating of all kinds. Would you welcome Linda Hawley? Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda. How are you? Good. Well, I'm ready for this. I am not a very talented person when it comes to making things, so teach me how to do this here.
Well, this is just take a pair of scissors, and your material cutouts come in sections like this. You just cut it out.
And you just go to a fabric store and find these?
The fabric store.
Now, you can just... Do they have a bovine section, or this cow just happened to be
No, that cow just happened to be in there. It's just went with the rest of them. All material cutouts, they call them. Some people just put stuffing in there.
What
Some
about
people...
any type of fabric that has a pretty pattern on it that you like a floral pattern or something you could even do?
The new chintzes and floral patterns and Victorian colors are really great.
Now, what we notice about this basket right here is this cloth has got something wrong with it.
It's very stiff. This will not move.
It has a fabric setting stiffener called Stiffy, and you just...
What? What's
Stiffy.
that called? Stiffy.
Stiffy, and you just wipe it on, let this dry, and form it into a bow shape. That's how it got that way. But today we're going to show you how to do the inside portion.
Now, these things always sound simpler than they are. So show me if can I do this?
This is simple, Janet.
Okay.
This is really simple. First of all, you've got your...
Stiffy?
This is Mod Podge, and we're going to, this gives it, I'm sorry, Dad, this is not
These technical
Stiffy.
terms, I'm going to have problems
Well, I want to get this straight, Linda. I don't want to go into a store and ask somebody,
For the
you
wrong
have any
thing.
Stiffy or Mod Podge?
Mod Podge?
You don't want to do that at the
Well,
service
this
station,
is
folks.
shiny as opposed to Stiffy just leaves it a matte finish, so that's the only really big difference right there.
This is the difference, okay.
And if you two will just take some Mod Podge and squeeze it onto the
Let me show
fabric
them
here.
what mine is here.
Okay.
I've got the early
You've got the bovine.
This is a pretty gingham bow, and then it's got a pattern on it. And these have been
We've
cut out
attached
and
those.
glued in, but they're not stiff yet.
Ordinarily, you would put this on both sides and then put it onto the basket.
You put it onto the fabric or onto
Put it right
this?
onto the fabric.
How
It
much?
just- Oh,
Lots?
yes.
All right.
Have fun. There you go.
Oh, I feel like I'm in vacation Bible school again. This is great.
This is some of the finest Mod Podge I've ever used.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And just
All right.
spread that over, just a thin coating. You can't go wrong. I mean, there's no wrong way to do this.
And this isn't on the basket part, right? This is
No,
just
you
my
can
basic bowl
just try to keep it
Let
on
me
the
ask you
fabric.
something. Would Elmer's glue work for this?
Well,
this
it wouldn't
reminds
have
me a
the
lot
shine
of glue.
to it, but the stuff they use on this, the Stiffy, is very much like a watered-down glue.
Glue, okay.
Janet, I'm telling you, I get nervous doing this. I don't know what it is,
this is
but I
fun.
automatically...
See, but how can you go wrong,
I had
Dan?
a
Look at
rough
all you're
art
doing is
teacher.
smoothing it right on there. Everybody's doing wonderfully.
And my cow seems to be enjoying this.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, you're learning things now that you can do with your little girl, too, when she gets a little bit older.
Go out and paint cows.
That's right.
How long does this need to set, Linda, before it
It
gets
sets
just...
about 30 minutes, and that dries to a clear, shiny finish.
You were right. Now, I can
See, now anybody can do that. Isn't that true?
Gosh,
that
mine
wasn't
turned out
hard.
so well.
Well, after
done,
it dries,
too.
it'll be really a
Do you have
gorgeous
to?
piece.
Do you have to work it all into the fabric?
No,
Does it matter?
just
Okay,
you've done
I'm
well.
done.
Throw the brush in the water and you're done.
Now we've got
great.
other things to make.
Yes, we do.
Things to do and to make for you here. I have a wonderful one here. this basket.
Okay, from cows to chickens and ducks
I've got a basic duck.
and
yeah.
girls. Okay.
Now, what are we going to try to do here with these?
Now,
Give
these
them
are
a
the
little
same
life.
material cutouts that you just had, except we used two portions on here and sewed them together and stuffed part of them. And we're going to finish stuffing them today and put them in. This is kind of gives your basket a three-dimensional look.
All right.
Okay. So,
The
if
stuffing,
we'll
here's
get
the
some
stuffing.
No, we can't use that again.
Let's get this out of the way before you're tempted to do something illegal with that. All right.
This time, we're just going to use a little stick and some polyfill here.
All right.
And just take a little handful.
Oh.
Perfect.
That feels wonderful. I'm like stuffing a duck.
Like that.
All right. Stuffing.
There you go.
Now, is my duck pre-slit here to, maybe
Yes,
I should
it
show
is.
the before picture here.
Kind of a limp guy, isn't it?
Duck
So
is
you
drooping.
you get these cutouts and you sew them together, wrong side out.
Wrong
then you
side
turn them,
out.
Then you turn them right side out and you start
And
just
you
filling
stuff
them
them.
with stuffing.
Uh-huh.
Somebody's already started to stuff my duck here. It's,
I did
Now,
for you.
Dan, don't overstuff your duck. Okay? Oh, and these little things are too.
Those just a little extra stick, actually.
These are
My
chopsticks
stick's
from
not
your
right.
local
Oh, you
Chinese
noticed.
restaurant. There's always another use for things.
How do you know if you have too much? Will the duck say something? Or
I
is
don't
it...
think so. You just have
You
to
just
kind
have
of guess that on
You
your
don't
own.
want a fat duck. That's right.
It's no, or
And
a
just
shiny
stuff
cow,
it. Just stuff it so it's not, not real full, just kind of flat, and just a little character to it.
All of this stuff, Linda, is inexpensive, isn't it?
Oh, very inexpensive. The baskets, of course, are very inexpensive at all your craft stores and just local stores. The bow is, well, see, you broke your chopstick.
That's some
You can have
serious
my
stuff when you break
chopstick.
your stick. I'm having neck problems with my duck
You're
here.
okay, Dan. Don't worry about it. We're going to glue him in there,
You need
so
some
don't worry.
stiffy for him
When
right
I need,
there.
that's right. You got any extra stiffy over there? Because that would hold that baby.
I wish y'all were having as much fun as we are.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to take this doll that I've already stuffed, and the bottom part won't be visible here.
You bend down and get a glue gun for
Could you do that?
Now, what would I do here? Now, I'd just,
You
by
would just-
hand, I'd close the opening, then I'd take the little
Close
pin
that.
and glue her down.
Glue her down to the basket. In fact, if Dan will put a little glue in there, we'll stick her right down now.
I have
Okay.
this new hot stuff
Out of the way.
glue gun
Out
here.
of the way.
No tricky names. And this is very hot, right, Linda?
Good. I'm
Yes,
glad you're
it
doing
is.
it then.
Give it a good, generous
It's going
amount.
to take
A
more
good,
than that,
generous-
Dan.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, now you said you knew nothing about crafts. There you go.
All right.
There you
Okay.
go.
Stick
Okay.
that chicken.
Okay, Henny Penny, will you stand up right there?
There, and I think if you put the
Things
seltzer
like this,
around.
Linda,
Now-
are contagious. You know that people see them.
That's true.
Gosh, you got nesting.
I got nesting material here. Except I can't.
And Dan,
Is
you
there a
can do the
secret-
same thing.
Is there
Go
room
ahead.
in there for this duck?
I don't think so. Chicken and a duck, huh?
Be lonesome over there.
You can glue yours into there too if you'd
Oh,
like
boy,
to.
am I making
Oh,
a
you're going to
mess.
make a mess, but
Linda,
that's
I
all
want to
right.
make sure I tell everybody that you have a series of videotapes. If people are watching this and say, gosh, that looks hard, or that looks easy, I'd love to learn more. Linda has a series of 14 videotapes on decorating everything crafts to make it easy for you. Linda,
Learn at home in your own time.
thank you
That's
very
right.
much for being here.
Thank
we'll
you.
have
This was
information
fun.
on how to get those videotapes.
I feel a lot better about my creativity. Coming up next, Dick DeBartolo tells us about his Lousy Label Awards.
Happy birthday, Olive. Oh, shoebox greetings. A tiny little division of Hallmark. Hallmark? How nice. I tried to pin down what you wanted for your birthday, but unfortunately, he was much stronger than I was. Oh, Edith, you crack me up.
Shoebox greetings. If you go for cards like these, you gotta go to Hallmark.
Cut the cake. There better be a man in there.
Hallmark has a way.
Betty, yeah, you know what's good for me. Angel food cake. No fat, no cholesterol. So that's what I call having your cake and eating it too. No fat, no cholesterol.
Sweet talker, Betty Crocker.
All kinds of chicks want beautifully cleaned hair. Imagine this chick was conditioned with Silkins. This wasn't. After hours of play, this chick would stay far cleaner. Silkins cleaner, longer conditioners for beautiful hair.
Hi, I'm Barbara Mandrell, looking for the Visa tag. Here it is on clothes made from Visa, America's freedom fabric. Visa of Dacron releases stains. So if you love that freedom, Look for the Visa tag, America's freedom fabric.
Butterball turkey cold cuts. Any way you slice it, they're delicious. Butterball ham, Butterball bologna, or Butterball smoked turkey breast. They're up to 98% fat-free and all Butterball. So any way you slice it, it's
delicious.
If your carpet isn't DuPont Stainmaster, you may have less protection from stains. Less protection from wear. In short, you may have a lot less carpet than you bargained for. Instead of settling for less, get DuPont Certified Stainmaster. The advantages will grow on you. It's not a Stainmaster carpet if it doesn't say DuPont.
And it's time for our home repair tips here on American Magazine. Today's home repair tips are brought to you by DuPont Certified Stainmaster Carpets. And Janet, I don't know if you've ever tried to wallpaper by yourself, have you?
I did it once, and I will never do it again.
It went that well.
Yes, it was wonderful. It was a real experience.
Did you do everything yourself, I mean, as far as picking out the paper, lining off the room, and the...
Now, the picking out the paper, I enjoy that part. Now, computing how much paper you need, now there is a tricky one for you. I mean, I think there is some mathematical computation that you have to go through to know whether you've got enough rolls to do a wall or not. And that's awfully tricky, too.
There's a lot more than saying, I think that'll fit.
You know, God made accountants and wallpaper hangers for a reason.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
And he made Walt Adams to tell us
all about
it. There's so many gizmos that you need.
That's
I
right.
think that what Walt is going to help us with.
He is going to help us with that today. Walt is getting ready to hang some wallpaper. Sorry, Walt. But before he does, he's going to spend some time today assembling all the thingamabobs you need to get the job done right.
Before you get to the fun of hanging wallpaper, that is, watching a dull, lifeless room take on new color and character, there are a couple of things you have to have. One, you have to have the right tools, and two, you have to have a wall that's prepared to accept the wallpaper. First, let's take a look at the tools. Beginning with a ruler. I like to use a steel tape, but you can also use a wooden ruler for measuring. You'll also need a step ladder for reaching to the ceiling, both for measuring the walls and for hanging the paper. For convenience sake, a cutting table, or any oblong or square table, is almost a necessity. Specially designed cutting tables are for sale or rent at most paint or wallpaper stores. You'll also need a plumb bob or carpenter's level for making a vertical plumb line on the wall. Use a pencil for marking the wall and for marking cut lines on your wallpaper. It's wise to have a drop cloth for covering the floor where you're working. You'll need a screwdriver for removing electrical plates and other fixtures, patching plaster for filling any holes or marks on the wall, and sandpaper for smoothing out the patching plaster when it dries, and for rough spots on the wall. For cutting the wallpaper before hanging, you'll want scissors. For cutting the paper on the wall, a very sharp razor knife and lots of blades. A broad knife is also used in conjunction with a razor knife for trimming around ceilings, floors, windows, and doors. If you're hanging pre-pasted paper, you're going to need a water tray in which to dip the paper to activate the paste before hanging it on the wall. Now, if you're adding paste to an unpasted paper, what you'll need is a bucket in which to mix up your paste and also one of these brushes for applying the paste to the back of the paper. In either case, you're going to need another bucket full of clean, clear water and a sponge so that you can rinse off the paper after you've hung it. A smoothing brush is necessary to ensure that your paper adheres tightly to the wall, and a seam roller will help you press and set the seams between the strips of paper. Time spent on wall preparation will make the hanging job go easier, ensure the beauty of your work, and guarantee that the paper will stay up for years to come. Before you begin any wall surface preparation, remove all the electrical wall plates and other fixtures. Take down curtains and remove any nails, screws, or other protrusions from the wall. If you must hang your new paper over an old wallpaper, make sure that that old wallpaper is securely fastened to the wall. You may have to score it with an X, open it up, repaste the wall, and then put it back down and sand it. Make sure it's very smooth before you hang the new paper. Any unpainted wall must be painted with an oil base or acrylic base primer designed to seal porous surfaces. A colored primer sealer will prevent previous paints or papers from showing through your new paper. Any holes must be filled with a patching plaster, sanded flat,
and sealed with the same kind of primer sealer as used on an unpainted wall. If there are rough spots or any protrusions on the wall, you must sand them smooth and then coat with primer sealer. You should also sand glossy painted surfaces to rough them up a bit to ensure proper wallpaper adhesion.
With the tools at hand and the walls all ready for the paper, well, you're set to beautify any room in your house.
And he says that with such confidence.
It looks like too much work to me. I'm sorry.
Maybe you should try it again.
No, I don't think so.
I knew she was going to
No,
say that.
I'd rather read labels.
Would you really?
I really would.
Gosh, what a thrilling life. Are you one of those people that just goes through stores reading labels? Are you a aware consumer? Do you know what's in the products that you're buying? We try to make you consumer be aware.
Consumer aware.
That came out well.
That's
Got a great
good
guy
one.
to help us,
Yes,
don't
we do. We have a consumer advocate, our very own consumer advocate, Dick DiBartolo. Usually he's mad, but I think today he's a little panicked.
Oh, you know
What's
what?
the problem,
What's
Dick?
the problem, Dick?
I've got to hide out.
What's the
Where
matter
are you
now?
hiding from?
I tore this label off a mattress.
Oh, gee.
And it's
Oh.
illegal.
Well, it's
And
been
the
nice knowing you,
the
Dick.
The mattress police are
after
me.
you.
No, you know, for years, people have always said, what about that label? We're going to show it. What the label says
right.
on mattresses and pillows that you buy, it says, under penalty of law, this tag is not to be removed. Well, a lot of people were confused. There is a new tag out, by the way. The new tag says, under penalty of law, this tag is not to be removed except by the consumer.
That makes more sense.
Right. This was
Well,
to
what was
protect,
it for?
It was to protect you, that you weren't getting a used mattress. It was also so that you would be able to read the label and see exactly what was in the mattress.
Well, good. Now I can go home and rip off all those tags off my sofa cushions and my mattress.
She
and
was
all
one of
that.
the ones that was
That's
terrified
right. I will break
about
the
that.
speed limit, but I will not tear off the label.
Dick, I would think that one quick glance would tell you if a mattress has been used, wouldn't it? I mean, just guessing.
With the coffee stains? I don't know.
Well,
right.
okay.
Okay, now
Watch for
we're
those
going to talk
things.
about labeling. One of my favorite things on label is something called the serving size. Okay, all through here, we're not making fun of the products, but the labeling. Okay, Diet Coke, it's less than 1 calorie per serving. Now, Diet Coke and Pepsi, they have decided that half a can is 1 serving. So the reason you have to look at what a manufacturer decided as the serving size, I once picked up 2 boxes of vegetables. One said 60 calories per serving, the other said 90 calories per serving. But when you look at the total calories, they were both 180. One company decided it served 3. One company decided it served 2. So look at the total calories on your label.
Another thing on that, Dick, sometimes like on potato chips, they'll say that per serving.
Per ounce.
And a serving to them is like
a chip.
1 chip.
Yes.
How many
That's
chips?
right,
How many
right.
potato chips in an ounce? Does anybody know?
I know, that's right. Always bring a scale when you go to
That's
parties.
right.
And right. Some snack foods, right, okay. The use of the word light is very interesting. For example, here we have olive oil. We have mild light and just plain olive oil. They're both from the same manufacturer. They both have the exact same calories. I believe it's 180 calories per tablespoon. So now here, we can just assume that their light is the color.
The color.
See, so light could be the color, light could be the consistency.
That's right.
But that's why you have to read the label for the calories. That's going to, if you're looking for lower calories, check that word
So
light.
what does light mean? There is no...
There is no definitive. We
It
have
can mean
a light.
anything.
We have a light style dinner here. Okay. Now this is pretty low in calories, 280. So their light is probably reduced in calories. But on the back, this has 720 milligrams of sodium.
That's right.
That's fairly high. But this company, by the way, puts a lot of nutritional. As a matter of fact, this label is being made into a major motion picture. No, I'll tell you what this company does that's very good.
Is that Light Styles of the Rich and Famous?
Yeah. Oh,
Good
very
one. Good one.
Sorry.
All right, another big thing these days is less sugar. Now, this peanut butter says it contains less sugar. Now, not less sugar than they had before, less sugar than other leading brands.
Oh.
But I read the label, they have molasses in here. And some of the others don't have molasses. Calorie-wise, it comes out the same. So there again, go ahead.
Is there any regulation, Dick, when they say less sugar? Can it be 1 teaspoon and they can still call it?
Yes, sure, it can be.
Grams even.
Exactly right, exactly right. Now over here, this is sort of interesting. This is no cholesterol. Well, peanut butter is peanuts, sugar, vegetable oil, and salt. Things that never contained cholesterol.
Cholesterol is only in animal products, animal fat.
That's right. So they could, I mean, you could have a cereal and they could put on it no shellac. You know, right. Well, it never had shellac to begin with.
Well, people are very conscientious now about their cholesterol intake and about their sugar intake. So these are pretty slick marketing tools, actually.
That's exactly right. They are marketing tools. Now, here's a claim on a label that is good, but annoys me, and I'll show you why. This label says less water, the same amount of corn as a 17-ounce can. Well, if they can get the same amount of corn in this can as a 17-ounce can, why am I dragging home 5 ounces of water? I have water at home. I can add it back later on.
Okay.
Light, as we said, light is very big. In pet food, it's very big. What's confusing about this, they give a lot of consumer information on the label, but it's confusing because when they do the crude protein, by the way, I don't like crude protein. I like that sophisticated protein, if possible. Sure. But the crude protein is listed as not less than this amount, but the fiber is listed as not more than this amount. So if they would just get us a unified standard, so that we, yes, I know, it's confusing. Yes, my cat sat with this box for, I didn't have to buy the cat a mouse. The cat was sitting there going, more fiber, do I want less protein? Give me the mouse, forget, right.
Well, the thing about pet food is that it is really designed to appeal to humans in terms of texture and smell and all of this nutritional information that they put on the box.
Absolutely right.
It's to sell it to humans.
No, I was kidding about my cat. My cat was bored with this box.
Okay.
She looked at it for 30 seconds, said, Dick, give me the food.
Okay.
This is sort of fun. I sort of like the math lesson on this box. This is, you see it here? This is new, 2 times 2 cups. They're coming out with a new one now. It's called 2 times 6 minus 8 cups. Right. This is sort of a going. Now,
well, what does this mean?
In reality, they probably divided the contents into 2 envelopes.
That's what can I open it and find out? There's 2 envelopes?
No, because the stagehands drank the soup.
Oh.
You know how close it is to lunch?
Okay.
This just sort of, no gripes here, but it's just sort of fun. The label is on upside down. Can we see that there?
Oh, good.
Probably made for the Australian market.
Right. It'd be perfect once it gets
But the
there.
next one is great. You know, microwave popcorn.
Sure.
Now, open the box, and this was inside the box. And it says, attention, see the carton for popping instructions. Do not use the instructions on this bag.
Oh.
I had thrown the box out.
Okay.
So we're gonna, later on, we're gonna put on a welder's mask and cook it according to the bag instructions.
Well, Dick, that brings up a good point. This sort of thing, this upside-down label, is just no big deal. It's funny.
Exactly.
However, the wrong instructions on something like this could be dangerous or harmful to a microwave.
That's why people have to check labels carefully. And what happens sometimes is they've printed 9 million boxes of something, and they change the instructions. They don't want to change the bags. One final great piece of information. You can look on labels. A lot of major companies are putting down toll-free 100 numbers. Some of these products have them right on the label. And if there's not enough information or something on the label is not clear, look for that 1-800 number.
Okay. Thank you, Dick.
Oh, thank you.
Read your labels.
That's right. Coming up, Lou Connor is going to talk to us about the issue of burning of the United States flag.
Crunch and Munch, popcorn and peanuts covered with a rich, buttery toffee.
You're gonna love Crunch and Munch with all your might.
Crunch and Munch with buttery toffee.
Irresistibly good, it's love at first bite.
Crunch and Munch, now in fun-sized kids packs.
They're showing up all over America. Touch of Scent 2, the perfect air freshener. It's easy to use. Just touch the top and it goes to work, making everything smell fresher and cleaner. Touch of Scent 2 is very economical because it doesn't just sit there wasting away. You use it only when you need it, and you can choose from among 6 wonderful fragrances. Try Touch of Scent 2 this week.
The problem with ordinary glass cleaners is how they streak and run. So the more glass you have to clean, the faster you have to clean. Unless you use Scott's Liquid Gold Foaming Glass Cleaner. It's the country's newest non-streaking glass cleaner. It lets you set the pace And Scott's Liquid Gold Glass Cleaner has a wonderful orange scent instead of a harsh ammonia smell. Try Scott's Liquid Gold Glass Cleaner this week. It will never outrun you.
Only Sunkist Children's Multivitamins have the delicious Sunkist fruit taste kids love, plus the essential vitamins kids need.
Great vitamins.
Great vitamins plus great fruit taste only from Sunkist.
Betty, yeah, you know what's good for me. Angel food cake. No fat, no cholesterol. That's what I call having your cake and eating it too. No fat, no cholesterol.
You sweet talker, Betty Crocker.
Join the Buckmasters Whitetail Magazine each week as host Jackie Bushman takes you on the road for exciting tournament shooting action as outdoorsmen from across the country test their shooting skills. You'll go whitetail hunting with sports celebrities such as Atlanta Braves catcher Jody Davis and NASCAR legend Richard Petty and a host of others. Plus, you'll learn hunting tips that will help make you a better and safer hunter. Don't miss it.
Buckmasters, Sports Sundays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Pacific on TNN.
One of the biggest issues here in the past months has been the decision that burning of the United States flag is not illegal. And Janet, I don't know about you, but just everybody, this is one of those issues that people on the streets are arguing about.
It gets you at a gut level, no matter who you are. Everybody is patriotic and feels very strongly about this country, but a lot of people are divided on whether burning the flag, everybody believes it's wrong, I think, but is it illegal and should it be illegal?
Absolutely. We're going to try to make simpler today exactly what the ruling is and where it stands. And with us to do that is our legal advisor, Lou Conner. Welcome, Lou.